What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are in my garage and we're going to do a full in-depth review on the Sur-Ron. The weather is changing, it's getting colder in the mountains, and I'm doing a little bit more skiing, less riding, so I figure let's do a review for you guys and just share my thoughts on the bike, what I like, what I dislike. Actually, I don't think there's anything I dislike about the bike, so it's just going to be all my likes. Stay tuned.
This is the future.
Okay, so this is the Sur-Ron Light B Black Edition. I had the bike for, I want to say, 3 months or so. Put a lot of miles on it. It's been great. I've had it all over the mountains. This thing climbs. I actually nicknamed this thing the GOAT. It's just unbelievable. You just point, shoot, give it gas, and I promise you it's going to climb. So let's talk about some of the things. First things that I've done with the bike. I removed the sensors. The kickstand sensor and the brake sensors are gone. Actually, the tip over sensor this thing has, when the bike tips over, it shuts off. That's still there. I just left it. I don't have a problem with that. Maybe that's something I'll do in the future. The first thing that I would recommend getting is actually this foot peg support here that goes across. It's unbelievable how big of a difference it is on the trail, leaning the bike from side to side when you're standing on the pegs. The bike comes alive to me. And if you don't do that, you'll end up actually bending one of these supports right here. So literally, I believe within a week or so of me having it and not ordering the support, these got slightly bent, the screws, but they worked out fine. Some of the things that I've ordered: rear fender, love it. I don't get sprayed all over mud all over my back. Also, bigger front fender. That's another plus. On the trails here on Colorado, rocks just come flying up left and right all over the place. So the bigger the fender, the better. I've gotten hit a few times in the helmet, so not pleasant. Another thing I changed was the bash guard here from Luna, which is the upgraded one. Once again, I just hear it on the trail left and right getting banged up, taking a beating, so I'm glad I did that. Very helpful. Another thing I did was a seat. Seat is just a seat wrap called MadDog from Amazon. Just makes the seat a little bit more comfortable. The stock seat is rock solid. Another one was the taper, ProTaper bars, 3-inch. Just brings the sitting position up a little bit. Makes it feel like just a bigger, oversized bike. So actually I want to talk about tires. And the reason I do is because when I got the bike, I saw a lot of YouTube videos how bad the stock tires are. And actually, to be honest with you, they've been great. And I've had a couple of videos showing the stock tires in the mountains climbing and all that good stuff. So the stock tires I had for the maybe first 2 months of riding or so. Actually, the front one is still stock. And I replaced the rear one after a few months of riding with, let's see, I have another one here with this Maxxis. So that's going to be my front one, Maxxis. And actually, a funny thing I want to talk about is the stock tubes. This was another video I watched, and somebody was saying that the stock tubes were junk, so I actually ordered some nice tubes. And when I swapped up the tires, when I put the Maxxis on the back, I actually ended up keeping the old tube. It was perfect. It was awesome. It was just as good as this one. It was actually heavy duty, so there was no reason to replacing it. But I did end up getting 2 of these, so I have 2 on hand. And that other Maxxis tire that's gonna go on the front. But the front still has plenty of tread on it, and yeah, I think I'll end up swapping it maybe next season. This bike has the 48 tooth sprocket. I have not upgraded that yet. Stock foot pegs still, even though they're, I mean, garbage is putting it nicely. They're not that great. That's something I want to replace in the future, but so far so good. The 48 tooth sprocket gives me plenty of torque, plenty of power. You can watch my videos and see how it climbs. It does the job. Battery, plenty of power. Actually, I'm actually surprised. All the rides I've done, mountains, hard climbs, snow, cold, hot, whatever, I'm always down to like 38% battery, it seems like, after an hour of riding. So it's actually hard getting used to. I'm always thinking about the battery and me running out in the mountains by myself, but haven't had that problem and have plenty of juice left. I want to talk about the forks. There's nothing to say about them. They're just okay, but they do the job. I don't know what you expect for $3,500. They're not going to be the best forks. And I don't even think they hold pressure that well. I keep pumping them up and it keeps losing pressure all the time. So with that said though, it does the job just fine. Would I like a better fork? Yes. Would a bike feel better? Yes. But this still does the job just fine. And it's just realizing that I don't need to throw too much money into this thing. I have so much fun on it that in the stock formation that it is, just with the Maxxis rear tire, and the biggest change was, I think, the handlebars where you sit up higher made the biggest difference. But other than that, yeah, that's it. I'm completely happy with the bike. It's a lot of fun. I recommend getting one. Something I want to mention also is kind of funny is wherever you take this thing on the trails, people just stop you left and right when you ask questions about it. It's super fun. It's super stealthy, super quiet. The other fun thing is if you live in like a suburban neighborhood, you could just hop on this thing in the middle of the night and just cruise around people's yards. I mean, just having a blast and nobody knows it, you know? It's funny because my son has a little 50cc dirt bike and you start that thing up and all the neighbors are, you know, what's going on, you know? This thing is just full throttle at night and you can just have fun. Yeah, good times. So there's one more thing I want to talk about, and that's actually my riding gear. My helmet. It's actually just a Bell mountain bike helmet that comes with a full face piece that comes on and off. It does the job great. There's plenty of times where I heard a rock just bang off of it and hit the chin piece right here on some of those crazy trails. So it's definitely handy and I don't leave my house without it. Gloves. Need gloves, man. Need riding gloves. Save your hands when you fall. And the most important part is my boots. I tell you what, man. These things save your legs. I couldn't tell you how many times I came back with my legs just scarred up from riding the first month or so before I got these. So super handy, and you just feel more confident when you're wearing these. I highly recommend them. And one more thing, so knee pads. I wear knee pads, saved my knees, took some falls, and they worked. So what are these? Fox knee pads. They do the job. And over the knee pads, I actually have some motocross pants that I throw on, which are padded on the sides, Kevlar. And as you see, you know, you do take spills on them and they will save your legs. So I highly recommend getting some kind of riding gear. Yeah, I don't leave my house without it. Okay guys, thanks for watching this review. If you have any questions, comment below, leave a thumbs up, and hopefully you can subscribe to my channel. Yeah, if you have any questions on any of the parts I got, comment below, I'll get back to you on it, where I got everything. I hope you enjoyed this, and see you in the next video.